What's up, everybody? It's the Digital World Podcast. And here, I showed this before in my other video where I talked about the European Central Bank basically going in their investigation phase for their digital euro. And here it says process will take 24 months before a decision on adoption is taken. Now, we see where the current is trending. This is nothing new. It's happening. It's here. It's taking place. Let's not be taken by surprise. Here is the white paper discussing their move, towards digital currencies. Now, I want to point this out. I'm not going to go through the whole document. I'll spare you the boredom. But here, I want you to look at a few sentences here. It says, nevertheless, linking a person's EID to digital euro holdings would enable the application of limits and tiered remuneration in a relatively smooth way. And EIDs could also make it easier to switch between digital euro account/wallet services providers and possibly reduce KYC and AML costs. Unfortunately, however, in many countries, the provision/use of government-issued EIDs is still relatively low. Okay, so they want to go ahead and create an EID for those people that will be using the digital currency. And this is the plan. They want to be able to track and trace all your transactions. That's not something we're not aware of, but it's a good reminder. And one thing I want to point out to you as well is in their conclusion section, listen to what they say. For some solutions, it would also still need to be confirmed whether or not they could already be implemented in a way that is suitable for a retail digital euro aimed at the general public, taking into account, for example, safety, reliability, speed, convenience, and cost efficiency. Okay, now, where do you think all these transactions would take place in? If you just replace our current legacy system with, a facade of, oh, it's a digital currency, you still have the same old problems, right? So you need something that's going to be able to create safety, reliability, speed, convenience, and cost efficiency. And none other than the Xrp ledger. Folks, this is what it's all about. This is what it has always been about. Is creating a ledger that can handle all the money. And this is what's happening in real time. And yeah, they might not state it in documents, but the use cases that come from the XRP ledger and the native token XRP. And I'm confident in the fundamentals of that asset and what it brings, because I know at one point or another the demand for it will skyrocket. And you know what that's going to do to the price? To be determined. Here, moving on, we see Jerome Powell talking about stablecoins and cryptocurrencies. And listen to what he has to say.
You wouldn't need stablecoins. You wouldn't need cryptocurrencies if you had a digital U.S. currency. I think that's one of the stronger arguments in its favor.
Listen to it one more time. I'll turn up the volume for you.
You wouldn't need stablecoins. You wouldn't need cryptocurrencies if you had a digital U.S. currency. I think that's one of the stronger arguments in its favor.
We know that in order to solve some of these issues, the frictions in the financial system, you need interoperability between digital assets because they are the protocols. They are what makes up the entire infrastructure. So of course you would need it in order to have a digital US currency. That is a must. And Mickey B. Fresh stated it exactly right. He said the power of the Flare Network's trustless gateway to the ledger. Now he's mentioning the fact that if Bitcoin becomes an F asset, if Bitcoin can theoretically be trustlessly issued on the ledger, it wouldn't even be an IOU, it would be actual money. And that's what it's about. It's a trustless gateway to the ledger, and it's going to unlock value like never seen before. And that's why this is so huge. It's fundamental to this new financial system. Blockchain backer. Again, reiterating the fact. Now, I showed this tweet before about the European Central Bank where it talks about identifying possible ways to protect privacy and having the energy needs of the infrastructure would be negligible compared with the energy consumption and environmental footprint of crypto assets. Okay, so they're talking about what they'd be using for, their digital payments. And blockchain backer says Bitcoin being the underlying technology and asset is clearly not the path, as they openly state. In my opinion, if any of these digital assets in the market stand a chance at being it, it's none other than Xrp. And what do we talk about on this channel? Fundamentals and use cases. Important. And I'll leave you with this. I expect, Mark Phillips posted this. He said, I expect acceleration to CBDC adoption will continue. Most countries don't have the luxury of spending the next 5+ years doing more studies. And I reiterated the fact, everything that's been happening worldwide, not just in the US, how long do you think this can keep on going? And it's a question. It's not a statement. It's a question because I want you to think about it. And this sums it up perfectly. Things take longer to happen than you think they will, and then they happen faster than you thought they could. Christine Lagarde said this before. Keep your eyes open, your ears open, because this is moving at rapid pace. If you're not paying attention, if you blink, you're going to miss it. Hope this episode has brought you some value. Like and subscribe, comment below. What are your thoughts? As always, I like hearing from you. This is the Digital World Podcast, and I'll see you in the next episode.